Hi, my name is Jeff Bish. I've been a trader for over 20 years, and as co-founder of MarketGauge.com, I hope that by sharing my insights about trading and the markets, I can help you reach your trading goals. In this video, I want to focus you on an important pattern to watch out for that has to do with days when the market is down big and then rallies at the end of the day. Essentially, if the market, as you can see here, was down big yesterday, this is the Qs, down big, continued down during the day, and I can tell by the wick here that it rallied at some point. I also happen to know, and I'm going to show you, that the rally came at the end of the day. So when you have an end of the day rally, you want to take a look at which stocks participated in that rally, and also you want to find the stocks that actually rallied on good volume. Now, you would want to know these stocks if you wanted to identify which stocks may be worth looking at from the long side should this prove to be a kind of a big flush day. Now, I don't know if it will be or it won't be, but if the market opens lower and continues lower the next day, if I can find stocks that have rallied off of this low on big volume, then the day of this flush will have an important support level at the low of the day. In other words, the low of the day becomes more significant if the rally off that low of the day happened on big volume. Let me show you what I mean. Here are the Qs on a 5-minute candle chart. And all I'm really focusing on in this video is the fact that the markets rallied in really the last half hour, 15 minutes. Now, if I can find, or what I'd like to find, are stocks that rallied on good volume with the pattern happening for more than just the last 15 minutes. Let me give you some examples. Okay. XCO, nice ramp up in volume. Does it mean that it's going to go higher the next day? Absolutely not. But it does mean that this whole low area of XCO is going to be a significant low to trade against. So here's from a day trading or a swing trading point of view. Here's your daily chart. This low is a significant low, and it's more significant because I've got this nice ramp up in volume there. And that's the point of looking at that last half hour, last hour of volume and good price action. I'll give you another example. LVS. Even nicer in terms of a stronger move and really ramps up in volume. And the other thing is it closes almost near the midpoint of the day. Again, this doesn't guarantee that it's going to open higher, but if it comes in lower from a day trading perspective, this big volume should be more support. This low should be good support. This low in here should be good support. Another example, MDRX. Okay, this one's a little bit different, and then we had a huge volume spike at the lows, and volume continued to be strong as it rallied higher. Another example that's with a different look. Shutterfly. A nice double bottom situation in here where the markets didn't do that. Shutterfly didn't make a new low, and the volume really ramps up in that last hour. Good price action, good volume. This area, especially from a day trading point of view, you're going to want to pay attention to. And finally, a completely different situation. GME. GME, despite the weekday, opens lower with the market and rallies all day, and importantly, closes nicely with the rally in the market, again on strong volume. This is a pattern to watch out for. Why? Because this area of big volume at the end of the day is going to provide great support and resistance and inflection points for day traders and swing traders alike. Now, how do I find this? I find it with our HotScans product. And the way I find it, if you've already got HotScans, is just go to a basic big volume scan. Okay, that's the premise of this. And if all I wanted to do was find the big volume stocks of the last 60 minutes, I could just change my scan period to 60 minutes, and you can see this gauge here is showing me the stocks that have the most unusual volume relative to what's normal for them in the last 60 minutes. So we account for the time of day and figure out whether or not the volume in that time frame is unusual relative to its history. I like to, however, do slightly different and more precise view, which is to look at the last two 30-minute periods. So I can change my previous period, which defines the time frame prior to my scan period. So this is going to be, scan period is the last 30 minutes, and the previous period is the 30 minutes before that. I happen to be looking at this when markets are closed, so this is going to be, scan period will go from 4 o'clock back to 3:30, and previous period go from 3:30 back to 3. Now when I hit run scan, the focus here is going to be on all volume, okay, the biggest volume in the scan period. But what I really wanted, in addition to that, was stocks that moved up as well. So I'm going to sort by price change. Now the requirement is that I still have to have greater than average volume, but it's giving me the strongest stocks in the last half hour with that good volume. And then my previous period is showing me in terms of price. I can see very visually with the gauge whether that period was up or down, and how much volume existed in that period as well. So now, by visually looking at the gauges, I can tell which stocks were up big and had good volume in both periods. So we looked at a number of stocks, and most, if not all of them, came from this scan. So we looked at XCO, there's XCO. There's XCO. We looked at MDRX, and you can see why I'd look at these quickly, right? Big volume in the last 30 minutes, big volume prior to that. And if you remember the XCO, or even if you don't, I can see that it was going down on decent volume in the previous period, but then rallied really sharply on even bigger volume in the last half hour. MDRX had strong volume and strong price action in both of the last two half-hour periods. Shutterfly, we looked at that one too. This one also had good price action, good volume in the last half hour, and before that, good price action, good volume. And what else did we look at? We looked at LVS. There it is, and GME, there it is. So you can see with a couple of clicks in hot scans, I'm able to find these patterns. And the importance of this pattern, again, is stocks that have big volume in the last hour, last half hour, present opportunities. In this video, I'm suggesting that on a big down day, if the market rallies at the end of the day, it's going to float a lot of different stocks. Focus on the ones that rallied with good volume. Well, that concludes this lesson. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helps in your trading. I've kept it short because I believe that if you focus on the nuances of trading price and volume patterns one at a time, you're more likely to absorb it, apply it, and therefore benefit from it. Would you like more? Did you know that this video is only one of a 10-part series that you can get for free? In this series, it will cover various topics that will help you better understand the markets and find great trade setups. If you'd like to receive all 10 videos, simply go to www.marketgauge.com/HS videos. I look forward to sharing the next video with you.